curing people of cancer right now. That he's interested in curing people. He's a healer. So he doesn't care about the politics. He doesn't care about Trump. He doesn't care about Bill Gates or any of them. He cares able to get back to work at healing people, who not just healing people in the framework of COVID and not COVID, but just healing people and treating people who have all diseases and ailments. He wrote a book called 9 Steps to Keep the Doctor Away, which became a New York Times. Right?
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram. I've seen that. Yeah.
How become one of the top 50 doctors in the UK in the USA? How did he become one of the top 50 doctors in the USA to becoming a conspiracy theorist, radicalist, being censored by everybody? These are the people that you want to follow. You don't want to follow the mainstream narrative. You want to follow the alternative narrative, because the mainstream narrative, you can't get away from it. The alternative narrative is censored by the mainstream narrative. So he has no political agenda. He's not doing it. Like, this brother could literally get killed just to spread. He's a G. He's more brave than most people I've met.
Yeah. Okay, so that leads me to my next question. How do you feel about Shiva?
At first, when I saw Shiva, I was like, yeah, he's saying some of the right things. But then when he started saying he's going to be a political candidate and he wants to be a Republican.
That's what I thought too.
I was like, you just want power, innit? I mean, maybe he just wants power to try and influence decisions so that he can try and do more.
That could be it.
I don't have his credentials, but at the same time, you can tell when people are real advocates of truth, because there's no ulterior motive behind their truth. It's just, this is the truth, have it if you want it, and if you don't want it, don't have it. This is the truth, now buy this, elect me for this position. That.
Yeah, it kind of, it's like he got a motive behind why he's, I feel like it's like a campaign
every night.
Behind him. But that's why I was asking about Buttar, because I guess he's against the God, against Shiva and the Robert Kennedy, all of that mess. That's why I was asking if you think it's a political thing for him as well.
Do you know what though? I think him and Robert Kennedy are actually friends, because Robert Kennedy is anti-vaccine, so they've done a lot of anti-vaccine stuff together. But I think where the politics gets involved, that's when they separate. I hope that Dr. would be able to advise Trump on how to go forward. I hope.
I hope he would, because it ain't looking too good right now.
Just not. I say to people who's where you are, is you need to get to Africa so that you grandma.
I know. I need to bad. This ain't it over here.
So you get there, and when you get there, your grandma will be smiling down on you, because the people who were taken and ended up in a place are only liberated when they get back to where they were taken from.
And that's what happens when they pass. They go back home, huh? Makes sense. Definitely. Yeah, that's all I wanted though. Man. Peace and love, man.
Yeah, man. Respect. Wow. There's a whole heap of requests.
I just have one simple question for you. I just wanted to know, I did a water fast previously. I did it for 7 days, just water. And after the 4th day, I had a boatload of energy. But my question to you is, why should you not drink herbal teas while water fasting?
Because you have enough to do everything that when you start.
You're breaking up. Can you repeat that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you just keep breaking up every now and then.
Loud on your phone.
It's my phone?
Yeah,
okay. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So basically, you have enough minerals in your body to regulate your own body, right?
Okay.
So when you start putting extra minerals and extra vitamins via herbal teas into your body, it starts with the equilibrium. When you get to fifth to seventh day, you start lymphatic system and you start cleansing your blood. And what
Yes.
you don't put anything hot in your body to excite your liver, which means your liver's going to have to cool you down when it's actually trying to clean your blood, right?
Oh, okay.
Then put any added vital minerals or minerals into your body when you are trying to draw out minerals that are already there and excite your human minerals to do their job. Where you start putting herbs in there, the herbs start doing the job for you.
Okay. So
So
I need my body to do it itself.
Mhm.
I got it. I understand.
Your metabolism, that's why you felt lots of energy on the fourth day,
Mm-hmm.
and will also increase the production of the HGH, the human growth hormone, which probably hasn't been produced to any significant capacity since you were like 21 or since you last got injured. When you get injured, you produce a lot of that to repair. But apart from that, you kind of, once you get to 21, you stop growing and you kind of stop producing that. But then when you fast in, you start producing it again because you have to use your own body to create your own body rather than use a plant or a food or a smoothie or whatever to create your own body.
Okay. I get what you're saying. So do you think, okay, so if I decided to do a 7-day water fast, should I just go ahead and incorporate, not even incorporate, should I just go ahead and take the herbal teas after my 7th day? That's better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And my other question to you is what is considered bitters? Because I've seen bitter melons at the international markets, but it's the only thing I know is like cascara and bitter melon.
Bitters is bitter herbs and roots, and it's actually called bitters. So they will put together aloe vera, they'll put together gotu kola or kola nut, they'll put
Oh,
in, they'll put cheney root, they'll put all of these, so Bissi is kola nut, sorry. They'll put all of these things together in a concentrated mixture, and you would drink a shot of it every morning.
a
There
shot.
herbs, but bitters is all of the herbs together in a
Okay.
concentrated version of it.
Okay. So when you do the bitter, should you drink more than 16 ounces per day, or should you just, like you said, just a shot, an ounce or two of it a day is
Just
enough?
a couple ounces a day if it's proper bitters. If it's if
Oh,
it if it's proper bitters, you can't drink 16 ounces of it a day. You'll be sick. It'll mess you up.
oh, okay. Okay.
So just a shot in the AM. I would drink your tea first, then I would drink a shot of bitters, let that settle, then coconut water, and then go on to everything
Okay.
else.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
All right, respect. Yeah, if you want to comment, intellectualize with me about anything, we can. But like, give me some books, some dates, some times. I'll just give me opinion.
Hi.
Wagwan.
How are you?
Yeah, man.
I'm like off the wake up and I'm covered in shea butter and so is she.
Yeah, same. I'm actually off the wake up.
No, like literally. And I see Chaka on live, so I'm like, you know what? Request it.
We had to wake up for you.
We literally had to wake up because you're like, yeah, no. And you were you know what's crazy? I really want to do a 7-day water fast challenge. Not even a challenge, just do a fast for me. And you were just speaking about that.
Yeah, you should do it. It's a mental thing.
Oh, Shaka, I just got my Ankh too. Well, I don't know
Oh,
if you read one. But yeah, it was kind of calling me when I went to the shop, so.
I'm about to produce some brands and the logo ideas around the Ankh and eternal life.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, I think people should be
She doesn't have a question.
more aware. Yeah, I don't have a question. I'm sorry. We just wanted to say hi to him and share some love.
Well, I have a lot of questions, but I don't know how to
Articulate.
formulate it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Queen. Y'all need to be live, and you need to be nice and live in this live chat, or I'll just kick you out. How about that?
Chaka.
Wagwan.
Hey. So I've been listening to a lot of the live feed.
Mm.
It's so when you guys were talking last time about when you're fasting and it's a mental thing, I was wondering where you think that comes from. If there's any kind of like history behind how stressed out we get when we feel like, hey, I'm not eating, I have this headache, I can't get through this. What's a way around that to kind of move forward to be able to complete the fast? Because I kind of get stuck.
Meditate.
Meditate?
Meditation and stretching. I found like fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, I had to just be quiet a lot. I had to meditate a lot. I had to stretch a lot because my organs were detox. Like they were going through a detoxification process, and it was uncomfortable. And I was like, oh, I need to lie on my back. I need to pull my knees into my chest. I need to like stretch out and give my give my organs space to breathe. And meditation, prayer, meditation, affirmation, it's all here. It's nothing that you can read in a book. It's like you just have to go into yourself. Like when you can't go out, go in. Everybody's out of space, and a fast is what focusing on your inner space. So you have to really go in. You can't run from it, or I couldn't be on my phone a lot of the time. I couldn't call people a lot of the time. I couldn't. I told my friend wanted to watch a movie. I was like, I can't watch it. I need to just be on my own and just be quiet and just, I found that I didn't sleep that much because my body was detoxed and I had more energy. So I was like, I'd go up at night and I'd be in the pool at night at like 4 a.m. till 5 a.m. just sitting still and just being there. But
Yeah.
start my day, go to sleep. I don't know. It was just.
So you kind of think like we gotta, in our environment, we have to kind of prepare our environment and ourselves. Like for instance, I'm still working right now during all this and all the food and everything. It's kind of like you gotta really give your whole body and mind a break, yeah?
To do a proper water fast, you gotta have a vacation. You can't do a water fast and be at work and have to your body is stressed out, and like the best thing a lot of the time for people at work is lunch break. When you have no lunch break to go,
Right.
it's just, oh, I'm really in this, and I don't have anything to distract me from this. I can't eat, and I can't meditate, and I feel like that's why I keep doing the 36-hour fast, because people can fit it in between the rest of the stuff that they're doing. But a 7-day fast, that's kind of like, I'll invite people to do my next one, but when I did my last 7-day fast, I just did it on my own. I just told people I was doing it, but I didn't even document it so much because I was going for my own stuff.
Right on. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I appreciate that. All right.
Respect.
Hi.
Yo,
How are you? So I just had a quick question about I know you're a vegan, and I'm slowly trying to get away from like eating meat. But like it's really hard. So like how do you like how did you start? Like what made you like start that journey of eating just fruits and no meat?
I wanted to have the capacity to be more spiritual. I wanted to have the capacity to use my intelligence, and I felt like eating flesh full of growth hormones, sex hormones, steroids, recycled adrenaline and cortisol, it kept on giving me spiritual blockages. And at the time, I just knew it just didn't feel right. My finger on what it was. So what I did is, conscious decision. I actually got injured in 2014, and I'd snapped my pec like it broke. There's a scar there. And in 2012, I was like, yo, I'm done with this shit. And I cut out meat and dairy. Sorry, red meat and dairy. And then I cut out chicken. And then 2014, I cut out fish. And it took me 3 years to get to it. It was like, cut this out. Because when you cut out meat and dairy, which might like 40 or 50% of your diet, then you've got to create 50% of a diet that you've taken away. So you've got to like add all these things. I remember when I first became plant-based again, I was like, because I was raised plant-based until I was like 9 or 10, and then my grandma interfered. And I remember just eating like falafel and hummus like every day when I first became plant-based. I didn't know what hummus salad, falafel hummus salad. I just didn't know what to eat. Kind of the cultural significance that food has on all people, without, you know, not speaking about German food or Ghanaian food or Nigerian food or Japanese. You're not speaking about anything, because every food has a culture that is attached to it. It's the way that we to interpret and perceive reality properly. And if you have your human as a big part of your human experience, and then you cut out your culture because you've decided to be plant-based, then you'll be lost what to eat, and then you're just going to follow, you know, what some European or Japanese or some Chinese says that you should eat. But they're food. They're telling you to eat Japanese food. So if you're not of those cultures, then you're like, how do I do this? So if you're Italian and you want to be plant-based, you need to learn how to be a plant-based Italian. If you're Ghanaian, be plant-based, you need to learn how to be a plant-based Ghanaian, so that all of your indigenous dishes, all of the food that you grew up around, you can find alternatives for those dishes, so that when you are that, you don't feel that you've gone cold turkey. You don't feel like you're trying to assimilate to a different culture.
Right.
But you're deeply rooted and present in your culture with your indigenous fruits, veg, desserts, recipes. Because, for instance, what do you do if you're an Indian? I mean, not in India, that's not a good example. Most of them are vegetarian anyway. What do you do if you're an Ethiopian at an Ethiopian wedding and you're plant-based and you don't know what you're supposed to be eating? That you get this wedding, you're like an alien at your own culture. But you would just eat what they call tzom megub, which is fasting food, which they eat a lot of food on Wednesdays and Fridays and throughout the month of Lent. But maybe Ethiopia is not a good example, but an example of a culture that you eat, and then all of a sudden you cut out the meat. Then are you of that culture? How do you kind of fit in? So you need to find a way and put your culture that also love in your veg, your plant-based dishes, as you would into your meat-based dishes. If you make a soup, season it the same, put all the veg the same, everything, just don't put the meat in. If you make curry, or you make it, or you make stew, season it just, but if there was meat, don't treat that as veg. So paprika. Go on.
Yeah, because I know that, like, especially like in the culture that I live in, like I'm Algerian, so like I did not meet an Algerian that's vegan, and especially in the house that the household that I live in. Like we eat halal meat, but like that's pretty much, like, it's really weird. Like when I told my parents I want to be, I started like with being like a vegetarian for like a little while, and it was kind of hard, especially with the like the culture that I live in. Do you know what I mean? So, but I'm really like, I started to feel kind of grossed out now that when I eat meat, like I really don't eat seafood, but like I just get grossed out. I don't eat ground beef anymore. I only eat chicken here and there, only if my mom makes it. But like I'm starting to kind of, wean off of it. But it's just really hard, especially living like in Canada where everything is almost processed. And yeah. But definitely, like, I know, like, following you, watching like your lifestyle, like, motivated me. It's motivating me into like getting into that healthier lifestyle. And yeah.
So You'll meet many Algerian vegans, and if you don't, you'll be the first one, and you'll influence many.
Yeah, that's true.
All
Awesome.
right,
Thank you so much.
peace. Mhm, mhm. Really, I'm just in here waiting for man like Killer Mike when he's done with his video.
Hi, Chaka.
Wagwan.
So I got my first box today, and I wanted to ask you what this fruit is. See
Ooh,
if
now you're asking me. Show me the top of it.
I know. I looked on the website and I tried to Google it, but I can't figure it out.
I think it's a governor's plum. Wait, or a hog plum.
A
Uh,
hog plum.
yeah, is it soft already?
It's some of them. So it came with like four. Some of them are soft, but some of them are hard. It's like
Uh,
kind of soft in the center.
no, it's not a governor's plum. I think it's a hog plum. Hang on, let me ask. Let me ask right now. Wait, hold it up.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they be just throwing stuff in the boxes. I'm just like, what the hell?
Because I looked at the products on the website, but I couldn't figure out from the photos, anyways.
Keep it held up. Possibly it could be a guava as well. Let me ask. What fruit? You can put it down now. Is
Okay.
um hopefully you should have an answer. But the thing is that the team right now is like 1 a.m. where they are, so they might not answer. So maybe if you keep it till tomorrow and you don't eat it, when they answer me, I'll put it on my stories.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Then you can just go through the stories and you can go through all the books to find your answer.
No, that's awesome. No, I'm really excited. I've been wanting to buy a box for like a few months now, so I'm so glad that I finally got it. I was very excited today when it came.
What's ripe? Did you eat anything yet?
Um, I ate one of the one banana was ripe, and it was my first like real banana with like no GMOs and stuff. So I it was definitely a new experience. It was good though. Like the texture was different. I was like, wow, like this is what it's like to eat like a real banana. But that's the only thing I've eaten that was like ripe so far.
Everything else, just keep it in the box, put a towel on it, keep it warm, and as it ripens, chow down.
Awesome, awesome.
All right, respects this.
Thank you.
Peace. Where is man like Killer Mike? It's definitely not a rose apple, and it's definitely not a black sapote because we're out of black sapote season and we don't sell rose apples. It's not a crab apple because we don't put them in the boxes because they cause some people's stomachache.
Yo,
Yes, I.
yeah, I'm sorry, my phone is actually real shit. Like, my phone is real crap.
Mm-mm.
This is actually a pretty dumb question I have for you, but how do you get your hair like that? It's not my only question, but like, as you can see, my hair is like this. It's like locks kind of short, but I genuinely want to like cut my hair, grow it short, and then grow it out long into like a big afro. So, like, do you have any tips to me what I could do?
Yeah, for hair and teeth, really last for everything you eat. So the more that you eat moisturizing food and food that is full of water, the more you're
Okay.
gonna have moisturization in your hair, so your hair will grow longer. I would sleep a satin pillow or a scarf on your head so that you don't rub off your hair. As a man, you need to ejaculate and not ejaculate. When you ejaculate, stop your hair from growing. You'll get receding hairline. You'll get a bald patch here. You don't want that.
Yeah.
So you need to remove stress from your hair and from the inside.
Okay.
You can eat a lot more raw food because my hair was staying the same length, and then when I
Mm-hmm.
raw food, my hair just grow big, 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 big. So now
Oh,
it is big. It's bigger than it looks, right? So
yeah.
that's because
That's
it's moisturizing.
that's actually my second question. So like I tuned in must be like 3 weeks ago to listen to Dr. Aris's live, and I genuinely feel like that's changed my life since then. I started to actually started this maybe like a month ago, I would say. I started doing like trying to eat raw foods. Like I want to eventually reach to the raw food diet. So I stopped eating meat on a whole. Like I still can eat dairy, so I'm not really vegan. So like when people ask, I'm not really vegan. I did some 24-hour fasts and stuff. But like now I reach this stage where I also exercise every day, and also like when I'm doing my fasting and stuff, I try my best not to exercise intensely. So I'm trying to find a balance and a diet to properly sustain myself. Yes, pencil in on, but yes, I'm trying to find a way to properly sustain myself while keeping the nutrients. I'm trying to like
I
research different nutrients that I need.
I tell food, and you can eat Indian food as long as it's not fried,
Okay.
because um there's a lot of curries that is just over fried, and then they put roti with it, and it's just a whole fried mess. And there's a lot of Trinity
Yeah.
that is food that's basically not really nutritious. So you need to start eating Trini food that is. I would always say when I'm in the Caribbean, I just say ital. That's the only thing that I eat because ital you can find raw, find sprouted foods, etc. But if all you have as a base is just like jerk chicken, jerk pork, rice, lots of curry, then it's difficult to get to long hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I don't know. I fell in love with watermelon recently. Like I realized watermelon is actually my favorite shit in the world. Yeah, most of my questions, I honestly want to get affluent like you and be able to speak about African cultures.
Mm-hmm.
So like most of my questions now revolve around like diet base,
Mm-hmm.
but I really want to also try and start to learn more about the cultures. This Ghana idea is like it really intrigues me. I want to move to there so badly. I just want to find ways to be able to speak to people the way you speak to people, about these topics. So like
Mm.
I wish I could have asked a question like that, with regards to those topics, but
Speak to people.
you know,
You want to speak to people. Don't speak to people the way that I want to speak to people. But look,
no, but
this is a great example for you, I think.
mhm.
Listen.
I actually can't believe I'm live right now. That's fucking fresh.
Growing up, what the mentality
Marshall.
of West Africa, Africa in general, and now describe it as an adult man. Come in here for yourself. Yeah. Well, I think growing up for us, the focus was hardly ever on Africa. It was much focus on school. They teach you about slavery. They teach you about emancipation. They teach you about colonialization. But it's just about the jungle and the animals, and a lot of poverty and a lot of famine in Ethiopia and things like that is what we were seeing. But it was a stronger force at that time growing up in the Caribbean. It was all about trying to be first. It was about trying to look to America. So it was really concentrated on the roots of where we were from. As black people, there was a very strong African movement among our parents and some of the elders, the Yoruba, the spiritual part, like spiritual practice and African practices and religion. There was that, but there was also a force of Catholic, intrusion on us and us becoming Catholic. So it was always a struggle to kind of find roots of Africa. And I remember
Yeah.
growing up in Calypso, I always knew that Calypso and soca was a mixture of African and Indian, a unity music. And I wanted to
sorrow and pain. Take me back, Africa. I want to be a man, not a nigga. On the banks of the river Niger. I want to be in South Africa. Take me back, Africa. The roots in Nigeria. Take me back. Zimbabwe and Ghana. Take me back. The soul in America.
Papa.
Take me back. Take me back, Africa. And this was like a huge success for me in 1991. It break me out. And this was us trying to discover, well, we really want to go back here and understand what part of us really came here.
Yes.
Came to the Caribbean, our ancestors. So growing up, there was a shift. And then I think, fast forward to now, when we listen to Afrobeat music and we hear the similarity to soca, to our music, to ourselves, we see the dancing, we see the movement.
Yeah.
We understand more now that, we see ourselves and our ancestors. Fast forward to reality, we see the similarity much more. Music is now the message, it's not religion, it's not history classes in school. It's something that is now, something that is present, that can connect us, and it don't need much words, because we don't know what they're saying sometimes, but we feeling the beat, we feeling the melody, we feeling the love, we feeling the belonging together, or belonging to it, and it belonging to us. So the music now bring us someone to collaborate with the artists. It bring us someone to come out here for the year of the return. Marshall Montano find himself here, link up with Mr. Easy, link up with, Views, and feel Africa, and meet on a level of, you are my family. And we say family, this year was all about family. It's beyond family. It's not your brother by blood, or your mother, or your father, or your cousin. But it's somebody that you don't have to have a blood relationship to know that you're related to them on a deeper level. So now we have a different consciousness of what we can come here and do, how we can collaborate. And we're really collaborating because we want to feel proximity. We want to feel involvement with each other. We want to feel what the real vibe is here. We want them to come to us and feel us, and we want to just be one. So it's a different mentality now than thinking of something far away or thinking of it as this. It's not what you've been told. It's no more story time. It's real experience. We have the experience of ourselves. So we're gonna bring Ghanaians to Trinidad. Of course.
That's such a convenient video. It's almost like you had it waiting for me.
I mean, soca music is,
That was our party. We was having the best party. Yeah.
That's in Trinidad?
It's a cool party. The vibe is mad. We in Ghana right now. It's Ghana, and the vibe is mad out here.
Ghana, boy. What? I come in. War. You swear that's a Caribbean island, eh? Meanwhile, it's Ghana.
So
that
that was
lit.
that was a Trinidadian, a Ghanaian, a Jamaican, and a Bayesian, all in Ghana.
Yeah, that's me in, I don't know, 15 years, I would say. Maybe 15 years.
Boy, that's gonna be me in a few weeks.
Nah, I'll hope to join you. But just one more thing, right? That just kind of brings me back. Speaking about like what Marshall just said there, right? With regards to like finding your roots, and when you were talking earlier with the Egyptian girl about how cultures kind of changed and the powers of colonialization kind of came into play. Like, what do you think the Caribbean is? Like, what are we actually? Are we straight from Africa? Are we mixed with the Amerindians and the Caribs? Like, are we?
You
I don't know.
are an indigenous person of the earth. That means wherever the sun is hot, you are from. So go claim it.
All right, vibes. I'll take that.
All right, respect. Last person I'm gonna bring. And then we're gone because it might take too long. Man like Killer Mike. It might take too long and I can't find him. I'm bringing the last person. Yo, Samri, why don't you ever come live with me? How do you say? Yeni konjo fikir. I need a wife. I need a few. Aisha's our birthday party. How's it going? About to hop off. I'm not too busy. Look, come, I'll bring you. You can be the last person. It's hot here. Just sweating just by being here. Look, hot boy. Samri, are you and me? I wait for you now. Does Chaka believe in polygamy? I believe that people should do whatever makes them feel right. You're sleeping. You're sleeping, but you're in here. Okay, you can be last. Yeah, man. Man like Kareem, come live again. You have knowledge in that head of yours. Come live again when you want to talk in the future. For now, in the present, I want to bring somebody one quick question. And then again. Also, it's a bit mad, like, people volunteering themselves when they never met me. Who knows? I could be a horrible person. Bye.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, man, I'm good.
Yeah, I have just one quick question. It's
All right,
actually about kidney problems because,
remaining. As in, live has got 1 minute 50 remaining, like, left on it.
okay, so how do you combat kidney problems when you have one kidney?
Don't exhaust your kidney. I mean, technically, you can survive with half a kidney. But you need to not exhaust it. So high sugar, high salt, fried foods, starchy foods, anxiety. You need to remove anxiety, alcohol, drugs, any stresses that are going to force your kidney to overwork is going to make it so that your kidney will fail, right? Because it can't do the work of two kidneys and you're asking it to do the work of two kidneys. So you can't eat like somebody who has two kidneys. You have to eat like somebody who has one kidney, just like you wouldn't feed a child an adult portion, right? So anxiety comes from usually kidney problems, and kidney problems usually stem from blood problems and asking your body to do process too much salt, too much sugar, and too much high fat. So a better diet is a raw food diet or predominantly raw food diet. Natural fruit is okay. Try to remove cooked foods as much as possible. And don't worry, because all worry is interest that is paid on a debt that you may never owe.
Yeah. Good. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, Queen. Respect.
Okay, bye bye.